the two.
Yeah, they only up 2-1 right now.
Let's beat the Cavs.
You thinking about taking out Milwaukee
Let's
already?
beat the Cavs.
I mean, they just got the personnel, honestly.
Let's talk about Milwaukee really quick. Giannis missed game 2. Fucking dominated the Miami Heat like it was nothing. Do y'all have anything about Miami versus Milwaukee?
Is Tyler Hero a bigger loss? To be honest, because golly,
yeah, that's just tough. That game was close and then it just got ugly.
They spanked their ass.
It went to a 30-point lead so fast. It was crazy.
Can I tell you I didn't watch a single second of that game because I didn't expect anything other than the Bucks dominated.
Boom.
It was one of those games.
Once it got to 20, I was like,
it was one of those games that if it was close in the fourth, I'd tune in then. But like, I don't have a lot of hope for the Heat, even though game 1 was such a go. I think that these games where like the stars are immediate. Like when the Ja left the game, it's a lot harder mentally for the other players to accept the fact that Ja's not there.
Yeah, you don't.
But
really
now we got 2 days in between to prepare for playing without Giannis instead of it happening like that, or games or days to prepare to play without Ja instead of it happening like that. It's a lot easier for them to adjust.
Last night, the Los Angeles Lakers.
No. Let's start with the first game last night, because I'm wearing my Jimmy Butler shirt because that man just. You want to take a look at it?
yeah,
Who is it?
Michael Jordan.
It's Michael fucking Jordan.
I thought that's what it was.
That's what we saw yesterday. Reincarnated.
My favorite play is when they had that little breakaway steal, and Jimmy Butler he hung on it for a little extra second because it was just a big turning point in that game.
This is my performance, and now that win has significant complications across basketball. I picked the Milwaukee Bucks to win the fucking finals. They might not make it out of the first round. They were up by 11 with 4.
I thought they were pulling out, and it was just something that happened. It's just like, no, Jimmy Butler was gonna lose that game. Caleb Martin also had Caleb Martin had a tee up too.
It's my boy, but I'm gonna be honest with you.
What?
He got to win game. They have to win their 4th game.
I know.
We talked about it before this. All of these 3-1 series, there's so many. Somebody's bound to blow one.
Mm-hmm.
And as a Knicks fan who's also up 3-1, I am not going to get comfortable until we win the last game.
What series has the highest probability of a 3-1 comeback?
I think it's this one, the Heat, just because Giannis is back.
With Giannis,
it took a damn game,
yeah,
all-time performance of Jimmy Butler for them to come back.
Yeah.
If anything was gonna happen, it's this one. I feel like that the Denver Nuggets business is done.
Yes.
The Suns business is done.
Yes.
I think the Knicks business is done.
Y'all say the Lakers.
I hope so.
I forgot about the Lakers. I think the Lakers business is done.
With Ja Morant hand, it's definitely done.
Yeah, of course you want more from the guy you pay a max contract to that was just an all-star. But the defense has been so damn good that I'm like,
I can't believe they pulled through, man.
Yep.
No,
yeah. You mean
the
game? Okay.
The game. Yeah, it's just no Tyler Hero.
Mm-hmm. No VO, man. God damn, that's so.
That's we didn't.
Everything is against them.
Yeah,
everything is going wrong for them, and they still managing to win games.
Yeah. Here they are, 1 game away.
Somehow, I guess them losing to Atlanta was a blessing. It seemed like they fell into a series.
Going against the Celtics.
The Celtics, yeah, that would have been.
But the Heat be having the Celtics number.
Yeah, but I don't think they would have.
No, not like this.
Ball short.
In a perfect world, Jimmy runs himself into the ground and win the series for them, and then we are able to just walk right up.
The Knicks might be in the conference finals. That's crazy.
Round matchup against my New York Knicks because I'm confident, number one, in the fact that Jimmy Butler had to do all of that to beat the Bucks, which was phenomenal, and I love it. But at some point, he has to get a little bit of exhaustion.
Sustain it,
right?
Yeah,
and it didn't matter.
They also don't have Tyler Hero.
Yeah.
No Oladipo as well.
No Oladipo. Mm-hmm. We already were going to win the depth battle, but now you take those 2 away and we win it by a long shot. And how much can you depend on Caleb Martin having the game?
I don't even.
Gabe
Vincent's shot is about them. I
think got away from the rim a little bit, but I feel like Tom Thibodeau is leagues ahead of Bud when it comes to adjustments game by game or even quarter by quarter, and that can play a big part.
Tibbs is a GOAT coach.
Yeah,
and if anyone can come up with a scheme to stop Jimmy Butler, they have a long.
Yeah,
they do.
And
we know about their history.
Jimmy, you're gonna pretty much be relying on Jimmy Butler heroics because that Knicks team is deep.
It'll be a good series. I feel like Jimmy has to be what he was in the first round for them to have a legitimate chance to win. And
I'm super confident. I think we're a lot more grimier than the Bucks. I think we're going to be a lot more stingier, and I think we're going to be more willing to allow guys like Caleb Martin to be us and Kevin Love. You're going to have.
You know what I was thinking?
What were you thinking?
We're going to be in Philly.
We're going to be in Philly. We have
That's
Miami,
around the Eastern Conference Finals. If the Knicks are there, we should just take the train and extend the trip.
It's a no-brainer.
We have to.
For sure.
No-brainer.
We got to do that.
Or you'll be in
HOH,
Philly.
Josh Hart
changes all of that.
changes all of that, and he's a demoralizer.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna get 4 offensive rebounds,
and it's gonna take
And
the
they
heart
needed
out of your
that.
team.
And I think that's going to work for us against a guy like Jimmy Butler. R.J. Barrett wouldn't be enough. I think Jimmy Butler can eat at R.J. Barrett. He won't be able to eat at a Josh Hart. Josh Hart is going to be there. Josh Hart is the worst type of guy to go against. He's the guy that you can embarrass. You can cross him over, make him fall, and he's going to be right back. I need predictions. 7 games, Miami Heat versus the Knicks. Who are y'all taking? How many games?
I'm betting against the Miami Heat again. Sorry, Jimmy Butler, love you, but
I just don't think I don't think they'll have enough this time. I think I'm going Knicks in 5 or 6.
I got Knicks in 5.
Yeah.
Knicks in 5.
damn.
I think that depth is gonna be tough. I feel like at some point Jimmy's just
Shout out to Obi Toppin.
he's gonna run out of gas, and if he runs out of gas, then the whole ship
You
sails.
saw him in the bubble.
Sinks.
He had no gas, and he still kept going.
Yeah, you saw that one meme.
He
will
ain't have to
always
travel.
be used.
He ain't have to travel.
He'd had to
That
travel.
was a nice time. I'm flattered that y'all picking the Knicks in 5. I just think Jimmy Butler is a guy that you can't go 5. I'm gonna go Knicks in 6.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say
Knicks in
Miami
6.
just now. I thought you were gonna.
Oh, no.
Double
Knicks in 6, man. Knicks in 6. When we was here, the Nuggets were up 2-1, and we're trying to go 3-1.
Mm-hmm.
That series is now 2-2. My Knicks had it tied up. We're now down 3-1, and your Lakers were 1-1, and y'all up 3-1 now. So
A lot has happened.
Saturday is Laker game. Well, I could start with my Knicks game real quick. That Saturday was not worth even mentioning or talking about. We got our ass kicked. We played like a soft ass team. That's just what happens. You get embarrassed on the road against a team with a lot of heart, a lot of soul, and Saturday was embarrassing. I don't even think I finished watching that game.
I fell asleep on that game.
Yeah,
And that's
And
not something that I really would have thought would have happened. I felt like the New York Knicks role players would have outplayed the Miami Heat role players, but it's honestly like the flip side because you really wouldn't expect this from the Heat. This team on paper does not look anywhere near as talented as the Knicks, but they're just being outworked and guys are just playing hard and they just making the right plays all the time. And I think that's really the determining factor of this game. And I think
bringing it up as a problem. It's disappointing. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a conflicted fan right now because anytime you go into the season, what you hope for and you wish for is that your team has a better year this year than the previous year. That's all you really want. But the thing about players and a lot of the players that are on the Knicks, what they don't realize is that this shit is not guaranteed. And for us to be in this position where we handled the talented Cleveland Cavaliers, and it made me think we were grimy, we were tough, we were physical, we were, gritty. I don't think that. I think the Cavs were a little softer, and I think they were just a little younger in the experience of playoff basketball, and we were able to take advantage. But I'm conflicted because you want to be happy, and it's like, oh, it's been a great season, but at the same time, when you beat the Cavs, like I was saying, you have the Bucks. You have the Bucks out. Giannis is out. You play against Miami Heat, who's no slouch at all, which is why they beat the Bucks, but they're missing Tyler Hero. And now it's like, oh, I had people tweeting me while we were still in the Cavs series, like, man, y'all gonna be able to go to Eastern Conference Finals. They ain't got Tyler Hero, blah, blah, blah. And we down 3-1. And there's no, that's what I feel like in real life as well. If Jimmy Butler had 50, I'd be like, man, that may we just
Bro,
we
tip
got
your
no
cap.
answer. I don't fuck cool. Like, yo, I swear, if y'all ever get the chance or y'all ever interested, this is even for the people at home, go back and rewatch the game. Watch the condensed 9 minutes. And just watch only the Heat buckets and see a lot of the shit that's going on. A lot of the times it's just poor effort. And I get it. You're a basketball player. It happens when you're tired and shit. But when you got your back against the wall on the road and you're in the game, we were in the game. And you got guys, Jalen Brunson, who you went to Villanova. I know you taught how to play basketball the right way. Why are you launching out on closeouts to Caleb Martin, Quentin Grimes? You're a basketball prodigy who went to Kansas, went to Houston, and played for Coach Sampson. I know you know how to close out properly. We're launching at guys blindly, and they just take a step, settle themselves, and knock it while you flying by. I seen that happen like 3 times in one quarter. Julius Randle launch out, nonchalantly and get driven, and Caleb Martin is putting motherfuckers on a
I
poster
seen
again.
a lot of that. Yeah.
How many how many possessions were these motherfuckers got?
In
3
the
to
fourth
4
quarter,
shots?
there was like 3 possessions in a row where they gave up offensive rebound. There was one where they got 4 shot attempts just because the Knicks didn't have the effort. And then you got Caleb Martin
Efforts.
just coming in and getting the board. And a
Efforts.
long rebound. Kyle Lowry got one. It's like, man.
Kyle Lowry got that because R.J. Barrett didn't bark. R.J. Barrett is like 4 or more inches taller than him, and he couldn't box him out because of effort. There's a viral clip of your boy talking to his AAU team. He said the one thing we not gonna coach in this motherfucker is effort.
Yep.
Damian Lillard said, I ain't coaching no motherfuckers on effort. That's the one thing we ain't coaching. You're going to be coached every minute while you're here in this camp, while you're in a hotel, while you're on the court, off the court. You always going to be coached, but we not coaching effort because that's some shit that's just there, especially when you're down 2-1 in Miami, knowing when you go back home down 3-1, it's a big odds that y'all going y'all ass home. But you could tie it here, retake home court advantage, and just win at home. But no, y'all motherfuckers don't want to play Tom Thibodeau. You want to keep playing these bum ass motherfuckers. I hate that. What you do previously don't matter unless you're a star. If you ain't Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, if you ain't them motherfuckers that type level, what you do right now is what I'm looking at. So Quentin Grimes, if you ain't doing shit, sit the fuck down, please. Miles McBride is in the fucking game. Why? It's not the time. Put Derrick Rose in this bitch. Put Fournier in this motherfucker.
On some real
I
shit.
need some niggas who got some shit to
I was
prove.
thinking that with Derrick. When
I love it.
I'm so tired of seeing Isaiah
When I
Hartenstein on the
seen-
floor.
I ain't gonna lie. We haven't got a Pierre Knicks rant in a very long time.
These
so-
motherfuckers
They been playing well.
Yeah, there's no
These
reason.
motherfuckers
Hasn't been a reason to.
When I seen Miles McBride, I was thinking about Derrick Rose, and all I could think about is him checking in the game with no accessories
No
on.
accessories. No accessories. Yeah, like motherfuckers just out there playing like straight bums. And they're not bums. That's why I'm obviously upset. And then you got this cool ass motherfucker on the other side of the court. Eric Spoelstra just can do no wrong. I love and hate him. Only reason I have any hate is because he's beating my Knicks ass. He's just so cool. He got the bum ass bench, if we being honest. And
Yes,
he's
he
putting them
does.
all in positions to thrive. These motherfuckers are just thriving.
Hayward Highsmith.
Hayward Highsmith, while we got a 17-point lead, you go in there and get some run, and Jimmy, you come sit down. Like, literally gauging the game smart. And it's not astronomical. That shit Thibs wouldn't do. We'd have a 22-point lead. Julius Randle was out there.
He would still be in the game.
And then when they make the comeback that every team in the playoffs probably will do, now Julius Randle is fucking tired and he's hitting the tip of the rim because he has no legs. Just simple shit like that. Emmanuel Quickly, you out with an ankle sprain? Really? Really? This is the time? Really? An ankle fucking sprain,
and
bro,
his
and you
defense-
ain't got no boot on? Oh, man.
In his defense, y'all ain't missing him too much. He hasn't done shit this playoffs.
He at least could have hit some of them threes.
Shout out to Knicks Click. Let me read y'all this. Julius Randle now has the 5th lowest field goal percentage in playoff history through his 2 runs, the worst since 1954.
Damn.
Less than after a decade of the league's creation. Only players under 40% since 2000 are Dylan Brooks and D'Angelo Russell, who are both 4% better than Randle.
In the Atlanta Hawks series, that team looked cool, but they didn't do nothing that was surprise. That was make me think that they can win the East, or even in this series alone. That last 2 games make me think, and they putting it together the right time. Marcus Smart is moving better. The real question is when we get to this series, is Marcus Smart, is Robert Williams still starting? And if the answer is yes to that, I got them at 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been liking what I've seen from the Heat, this magical run AFC, but that last series against my Knicks, Jimmy Butler does look gassed. They look beaten up a little bit because it took so much to get here.
5 days
they got some nice little rest.
Yeah,
while
yeah,
the
the
other
time to
series-
heal that ankle.
I do expect the Celtics to really handle them.
I mean, they're
convincingly.
minus 550 in the series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy in the
It ain't
conference
no
finals.
letting R.J. Barrett and Josh Hart shoot. Those are going to be people that can knock. Those are going to be Malcolm Brogdon's, Jason Tatum.
I don't
Jaylen
underestimate
Brown.
Spoelstra, but he's outworked at this point when it comes to talent.
But the one thing I will say for them, they playing with house money. They got bodies, man. They
I
got
feel like it's
bodies.
gonna also be hard to zone up against the Celtics just because they do have 2 really good wings,
shooters.
and Al Horford also can shoot the 3 ball. So it's like they have shooters that's gonna probably shoot you out the zone. So that's gonna be a really tough dynamic.
And if you play
for them.
one non-shooter, that's all they need. It's just one non-shooter. That paint is locked down. And that's what we saw from James Harden not being able to get to the basket, or even Joel Embiid, because they were putting Robert Williams on PJ Tucker, let him beat us. There's no driving lanes no more, because this man, Robert Williams, was a part of the best lineup in basketball last year when he was healthy, and now he's back healthy again. So, like, you know, I'm expecting the Boston Celtics to take care of business and pretty fast, even though I love the story of the Miami Heat so far.
Have to.
I feel like they probably gonna defend him on the mindset of anybody but Jimmy. They literally gonna go out there and just double team him, similar to what the Nuggets did to like Katie and Booker.
Bam's got his hands full offensively as well.
And they don't really have anybody to go after. They were going after certain guys on our team. They were going after Jalen Brunson, putting them in actions and stuff like that. What you gonna do that to Marcus Smart? Nah, you're not doing that.
Miami.
The game that y'all are basically missing by coming here, so thank you for that. We know how him specifically. Thank you. We kind of know how it's gonna go. The home team that loses game 1 wins game 2. I think the last 18 times. So y'all not missing nothing. Jason Tatum about to score a lot, and the series gonna be tied. Simple. But if they don't, if they
You think it's really gonna go like that?
I'm just going by history.
I mean,
Hey, real quick, that shit didn't just happen in that last series, but I'm expecting the Celtics to bust their ass.
That's what happened in the
game
last. James Harden had 42 with the game winner. Then the game 2, it was a track meet.
My question for y'all is, who on the Celtics is going to take that assignment with Jimmy? Because I've seen too many possessions where Jimmy Butler was able to do whatever he wanted to do. Early on, the pick and roll, the Robert Williams switch, letting him do whatever he wanted to do in the mid-range. Down the stretch, the Malcolm Brogdon assignment was head-scratching.
I don't know. It doesn't really seem like there is an assignment for Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler's going to do whatever he wants, it seems like, regardless of who's guarding.
No, he is not, bro. We're not about to do that.
Yes, he
We're not
is.
about to do that.
Yes, he
no,
is.
he's going to do whatever he wants.
Jimmy Butler
Did you watch the Knicks series?
He had a bad ankle. You bragged about guarding somebody who fucked up
to
his
his
ankle.
defense, he didn't even have to really do much. They had other people stepping up.
Right, but Jimmy Butler is a good player who impacts the game in so many ways, but he's not the offensive player who just does whatever the hell he wants. We're not doing that.
I've consistently seen Jimmy.
Back against the wall, he kind of.
Yeah. Go talk, yeah. Go talk, yeah. Go talk, my nigga. This go talk.
Go talk. Go talk. Go talk, my nigga. That's go talk.
Go talk. Go talk. Go talk, my nigga. Is go talk.
Go talk. Go talk. Go talk, my nigga. This go talk.